Redvee TV's instant fan reaction, supported by A-Star Recruitment for the 2019 season, following Saints' 40 points to 12 victory here at the KC Stadium against Hull FC. And I've just pulled the camera this way just to prove that we are here, because it looks like we're in somebody's garden. Sorry, I've just said we look like Hale and Pacey.
Hello,
that's one for the younger viewers. A really enjoyable evening over here on Humberside. Saints fans will go away happy after another good performance.
Good performance. Did we get out to second gear?
Yes, at times. We said we got into fourth a couple of times.
Oh, did we?
But then realised we misaligned the gears and went back down to second.
I tell you what, I think... listen, I'm not going to take anything away from Saints' performance there. I think they were ordinary. I think we, at times, were good and we can get through the gears. And it's not a case of me bad-mouthing Saints for that performance. I just think we're better. We're better than any team I have seen. And yet, we'll get beat in games. We might get beat next week. We might get beat in 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. But we are the best team in Super League at the moment. And that's...
And do you know what? I don't want to diss Hull, because I don't think they could have done much about that tonight. Saints were just on it. And when it stuck, we scored tries. We exploited that left-hand side in the second half. But Saints getting that early lead, I was glad that we went 12-0 up. We didn't switch off and we kept on.
You know what? There was a lad sat next to me, Big Kev. He sat in front of me and I couldn't see half the game after it because he's so big. But Big Kev was on about that, and he said, Kev Cunningham, he's been on Redvee TV. You're
seeing how big
that face. He is. He's taller than me and you.
I'd like to point out that for the first minute and a half, I'm not a cardboard cutout.
You're a good egg.
I've been called an egg in work for several weeks.
But he turned around and said, we go 12-0 up, we tend to concede and bring teams back in it. And he wasn't turning around saying that we're the ones letting them in. They're the ones scoring a try, and we're wondering how they've got back in. And today we didn't do that. 18-0 up at half time. Yeah, I started miscounting on Twitter. Listen, deal with it.
Well, talking about miscounting, I don't blame you for miscounting. Did you see the Hull scoreboard?
Yeah.
We were scoring tries and it was going up in twos.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
Yeah.
The late loss count. Yeah. And then the Hooter went with 14 minutes to go because they'd had enough.
No, was that not the penalty we gave away for the...
was it a shot clock?
It was a shot clock. First time I've seen it, shot clock penalty given away. And I tweeted about it. But yeah, it's the first time I've seen it. But we're a better team, aren't we?
We were great today. We've been great for 20 rounds or whatever we're on. Yeah. We're rolling. We've got... I think we're going back to the Bandy Lamson days. We've got 5 props. We're just rolling over teams. We've got
bigger,
fitter, and we've got. We were lacking a 9 today. All due respect to young James Bentley. He's not a 9. He's going to be a second rower, and he did a fantastic job.
Yeah, he did a
fantastic
do you know what?
job.
I want to give some raps to Kyle Amor. I think over the last couple of weeks, his game's stepped up, and I know we haven't really been critical, but he's been a step below the Alex Alves-Wams and Luke Thompson, but he's got his role in that side now, and you can see him staying in the 17 if he keeps up with the performances that he's putting in. And at this point in time, for me, I'd give him another year.
Yeah, two right you would. There's not many that you'd change in our squad.
If somebody said to you tomorrow, listen, that Saints squad is going to be completely unchanged next year, which it probably will be. I can't see them being many incomings once you've upgraded somebody. You'd be quite happy with that, because this side is that far ahead. I know you can't stand still, but
you're not.
There's still a competition.
You're not standing still if you bring the youngsters through, and you might not make the big name signing, but if you've got a pack that is Kyler Moore, Jack Ashworth, Matty Lees, Alex Walmsley, Luke Thompson, if they're your first 5,
you're doing all right.
Well, have a look at a pack in Super League and tell me a better 5 than them.
Kyle Amor would walk into most starting packs in Super League.
Yeah, absolutely.
All of them.
Yeah,
absolutely.
All of them, without a doubt.
It's just
right.
And do you know what? Have we been too harsh over the years? It's just because Luke Thompson and Alex Walmsley are in the peak of their careers, it has to be said, and you're comparing Amor coming after that. I don't know. We're being stupidly critical.
Listen, I always say we've seen Kyle a couple of times in service stations after the London game. I'm always scared by him because I always think I'm being a bit critical of him.
We love you, Kyle. We do. We really do.
Listen, I'm just giving an honest opinion, and he's in the
next time you see Kev, just growl at him.
Growl at me. But no, he's in the occupation that he's going to get critical. Listen, I work in an office. Nobody's going to walk into me and turn around and go, that 80 minutes you put in last week wasn't good enough.
They might do, but you know what ability in work.
I doubt it. But
You're not in the top 5, though, are you?
Well, no. I was going to say
only disappointment tonight. The execution of that long ball out to the wingers still isn't quite on, is it? It's been off for a couple of weeks.
No, that's not my disappointment for tonight.
It's my disappointment because I needed Tommy Mack to score for 70 quid.
Tommy Makerson has let us down a couple of times. It's not my bet this week. 750 quid last year, wasn't it? No,
it was 750 quid last year. It was still smart enough.
My disappointment this tonight was us letting them in for tries because I didn't think they were up.
I said in the first half, I know it was a couple of, and we'd switched off when we thought the Hooter had gone. But you know, in that first half, the defence is awesome.
Yeah.
It's the wall of white.
We were great tonight. We were great.
Can you tell we're happy?
Exactly.
We're ecstatically happy. We're moaning, but we're
come here. Sorry, Dave.
Apologies.
Oh wow. That's why you're not allowed on here.
That's why I'm not allowed on here.
I was about to say at the end of this video that you and your petrol keep on this trip. As it is, we're going to step away from you in disgust. No, careful, carry on.
Listen, for me, I thought that we probably could have kept it tight up, but I'm not going to knock the lads for switching off for 10-15 minutes at the end. The game's won. If that's Wembley and we're 40-0 up and the game's won and we allowed 2 or 3 tries to go in, I don't care. And we've been brilliant tonight. To a man, we've been brilliant. I actually asked Smudge before he started getting all mouthy and talking rubbish who his man of the match was, and he turned around and went, I don't know. Now, I think Matt Percival's had one of his better games in quite some time. I think Theo Farge has as well. Don't know about yourself.
We were good across the board.
Yeah, exactly.
And we were punching holes down the middle. It's the desire and the way they step up for each other, and no matter 40 points up, we're still going at it, and we're still tearing up for each other, and that wins your games.
I think it's pointing out the likes of Kyler Moore coming off the bench. Jack Ashworth runs
Jack
a good line
Ashworth
for his
very good tonight.
Runs a good line for his stride, very good trying control. Kyler Moore, exactly the same. Joe Paulo's got a great set of hands, and I think we're still to see the best of him. You get idiots on social media who say they drive him back to the airport. What game are you watching? I'll name them, but they've been banned off the forum.
I'll ban you from Twitter if you say and send it.
But that's it. But we've got the likes of them. I thought Morgan Knowles.
We only ban the biggest idiots.
Correct. I thought Morgan Knowles on his first run especially was great. His try. I think only Morgan Knowles' mum had backed him for first try. I hadn't. I was hoping Louis had run in. But it's great hands, and Louis again. Louis brings that enthusiasm to the pack that no one else has got. And people turn around and say, oh yeah, he's run hard, he's brought enthusiasm. It's a kind of misnomer for the fact that he's not very good. Hang on a minute, you need something of everything in that pack. And Louis brought it, and he brought good hands. His first stint at 13 tonight, he was passing the ball on. He wasn't just running it in like a third prop. He was playing like an old school 13.
And you know what? If you haven't got a ticket for next week, it's not on TV. You know,
what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
You're not a Saints fan. If you
no,
can
you can't say.
Sorry,
You can't
what I
say
mean
that.
is, if you're in this town and you can get there next week and you're not affected by work or finance, and you choose just not to go next week because we're 8 points clear at the top of the table, you're mad, because this is the best Saints side you will see in a generation.
The thing is, we might be 10 points clear.
Yeah, we could be.
By this time.
We're 14 points clear of third now, with 16 to play for, so top two's wrapped up.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wrapped up. Wigan are looking like they're getting back on it. Good win for them tonight.
It's going to be a great game.
It's going to be a great game.
It is.
And hopefully Wigan will get behind their team and witness what will be their cup final this season.
Of course it is. No, that's...
You like that one, didn't you, Smudge?
I've no problem with you calling it the cup
start it off. It's 7 days to go. Get the banter rolling.
Yeah, too late.
No doubt I'll get a hashtag forever in our shadow.
Yeah.
Well, live in the past, that's all I need to do.
Boring 80s.
Boring,
I nearly called
boring
him something
80s.
else then. I nearly called him something else that I shouldn't.
They'll be here with the Norweb shirts.
Elgar in tracksuits.
And the Sean Wayne loving, he's gone, I'm afraid. But never mind, we will see you next week.
It's already
So
this year,
basically, the long and short of it is, everyone's brilliant. And Kyle, give him some love, will you?
And kind of big shout out. We have had some fans who've seen me in the away end today from St Louis, Missouri. It's Oliver and Emily and Neil, and thanks for watching in America. Watching us. How did they understand what you're saying?
Subtitles, have you seen? I've put the subtitles on, the
No,
dead
that-
good.
that
The
doesn't
dead
make
good.
sense.
And plenty from Hull who actually watches as
Yeah.
well. Hull fans who enjoy it.
I've
Do you know what? We do appreciate
Yeah,
it.
we do, we
And
do.
we try and stay fair. And do you know what? Hull weren't that bad tonight. We were just on it, so don't big yourself down. I'm sure Lee Radford's just going to go, it was one of them. And do you know what? He's probably right. And we still love his brown shoes.
Don't big yourself down. How does that work?
Don't know.
Anyway.
But don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And guess what?
Big yourself down.
Can I just point out that I am alcohol free because I am the designated driver. I don't know about these other two, but I'm just on high on life. See you soon. Oh, like, share and subscribe.